Hi, welcome to the Formless Guide, where we speak into self-awareness and consciousness. This chakra episode is going to be based upon the light chakra. Living in between the forehead, why is it important? Now, the third eye, or sixth chakra, has to deal with intuition and insight. It deals with understanding the bridges through which we live and perceive life on a daily basis. Now, how do we see its strength and weakness? That's why I'm here. Its strength is shedding light upon all illusion. Its weakness is illusion. The illusions that we've built around ourselves for solace, for safety, and for some, out of fear. Now let's speak about the empowered sixth chakra and the blocked sixth chakra. The empowered person of the sixth chakra would be a highly intuitive and insightful person, because this person has realized this higher dimension of consciousness, which has to deal with understanding the context of all that is, despite its form, appearance, or experience, understanding the lesson behind what was given. This greatly has to do with reflection. It's referred to as Ajna, where you are able to perceive many versions of yourself through reality. We often separate ourselves from others. We often separate ourselves from reality because we believe ourselves to be in a completely different bubble. But we are not. We are not so. You are not so. It is the ability to bring this union of seeing mirrors. Not people for you to judge, not people for you to separate or categorize based upon ego or based upon what you were thought or understood at this point in time, even in your past, because this has to do with all things at once. Your past, present, and future. It is a chakra without time. Time becomes timeless. Perception begins to arise in this timelessness. For this person or being, they will become realized. They will be in the road to liberation. They will experience bliss. They will experience life in a much deeper state of understanding, and they will appreciate it for that. Now let's speak about the blocked or the hindered sixth chakra. Why or how does it become blocked? It's due to the illusions that we tell ourselves of separation. The separation that we've brought upon our perception of reality, upon how we feel about reality. Some things you may naturally differentiate unconsciously, unknowingly, and some things you may. This sort of thinking brings you to a level of confusion, lack of mental clarity, often detached to reality, because what you've created hasn't been reality that you're living in. And when it is like this, you will often find it hard to keep up or to understand life. You will feel like you're always in a race. But it doesn't have to be so, because you are capable of much greater than you may believe. This will bring you to a higher state of comfort within yourself and within other versions of yourself, as we spoke about perception arising. Now, how do we go about engaging this sixth chakra? How do we develop it? First, I'd like you to practice this. Meditation. And in this, we're going to practice reflection. When you close your eyes, I want you to think about all the things that you have separated in your life, that you feel you have had to separate in your life in order for you to create an environment of solace. You may define it as your personality. That is purely a defense mechanism, because that is the reality that you've made for yourself. Now, ask yourself, why do I feel that these limits need to be set in order for me to engage in reality? What makes this so unique? Reflect on it. Contemplate on it. And this is a chant or mantra I would like for you to use. I am not the body. I am not the mind. I does not exist. My enemies, or what I perceive to be my enemy, isn't real. It is simply me. All of it is me. All of it is me. It may seem like a rigid, intense process. However, the benefits are outstanding. And look at examples such as Buddha or Shiva or Jesus. Buddha unlocked his Buddha eye, which gave him higher levels of intuition and insight that helped the people that followed him. The same with Shiva. He unlocked the third eye. Jesus unlocked the single eye, which brought a higher level of intuition and insight. These beings were all realized and distinguishable because of their understanding of what is indistinguishable. That's what makes it such a phenomena to experience this sixth chakra. Let's approach it like how we approach everything else, with patience, with compassion. And with this compassion, let's bring unity. Let's begin to break down the walls of what we believe is. Let's break down the illusions of what we've created, of what we didn't even notice we created. Through this practice in mindfulness, as well as journaling, throughout the day, I would like you to be aware of how many things you see. Hear me? See. How many things you see, hear, and experience that you feel you have had to separate in order to continue the day. And ask yourself, why did you have to do that? Where does this stem from? Now, what is it, and how can I approach it in order to expand upon my insight and bring higher levels of clarity to my intuition? You are going to be an amazing realized being. Now, I'd like to end this off with saying you must have realized by now that I began this chakra series beginning with recognizing who you are. What was I? And now this episode brought you to the realization that all of it is you. Everything is you. Now watch as we put more essence above this in the seventh chakra, cosmic awareness. This is your formless guide, signing off.